honest, probably gonna go boomerang today.
Okay, cool. Off the 1, or well, off the 5, of course.
It'd be off the 5. I got a limit order set now. If you want to come back up there and tap me in for longs.
Order filled.
All right, tap me in.
I was about to say just
Order filled.
I added to my position.
Ooh.
I'm break even. I'm gonna move this up.
Same. Come on.
We hit this TP, the first TP at 108 though.
Order filled.
Yeah, it just stopped me out break even.
Yeah, me too. I took that trade. I'm going ahead and de-risk a little bit. Take one of these accounts off, to be honest. And lock these bitch. It was a break-even day for that one. We'll trade these other 2 accounts though. I'll take another trade.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out on which one.
React off that. But...
yeah, it's like right in that hourly zone. Basically the same setups for both of them. YM selling off to the 13,
and that shit don't got a wick, bro. I'm taking that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, guy.
No, it does not, Bridger. Fuck it, we can place a limit order. I will only buy.
Order filled.
Actually, no, YM, I'm tripping. YM is way different. I was only about to put 1 con on that bitch, but that shit was about to piss me off.
Yeah. Slick went in kind of heavy, I guess. I went in with 3. Once you create the wick, though, I'm going break even. I'm up 150.
Yeah, it just tapped me in. Hopefully we get a flip from right here. My stops is like on the other end of this hourly zone. It didn't go up there to make that wick, but it also
not yet, nah. I don't
made
really
a
got
top wick for this one.
I don't really got a fucking higher draw on liquidity for YM, really.
So hopefully we pump up out of here.
I really just got this bitch kind of like sitting somewhere.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a strong
order
drop.
filled.
Oof. I take
it didn't tap me out for losses yet, but it's not looking too pretty, brother.
I'm gonna take
order filled.
I'm gonna take one more stab at it, and then we're gonna call that good for me on these accounts. Yeah, my stop right here this week again, 120. So I'm down 270 on the day. As right now on these. Hopefully we can get the push here.
Low-key wanted to keep some, but where my stops is, it's really not going to allow it. I'm already in a decent amount of drawdown. Yeah. So if we start buying up from here though, I'm definitely going to de-risk on this a little bit because I don't see it having a reason to come back down.
Yeah. I'm past my 1-on-1. I was only risking 120 on this trade. And it shouldn't be coming back to this wick, so I'll go break even on this now. Let's see what they want to do. I'm up 375 though.
There we go. De-risk. I'm only risking like 150 on this. Yeah, no, I still got our initial entry, so I ain't even gonna. I'm just now in the profit like $50.
We got the retest of the hourly zone. Got the 13 right there as a rejection. We already in the uptrend, so I mean it makes sense.
Yeah, this shit might come down to tag, based off of where. I mean, I could leave my stops at the bottom of this week, but that still would be risking like 300 at the bottom of the last week. Okay. Yeah, if we get a flip out of this candle, I'll put my shit at the bottom of the week of this. which it looked like it
I was
wants
about to say, that's why I got my stops at now. That way I at least get back what I lost. So it's a break-even day altogether for me if I lose this trade. Well, I won't lose it, be stopped in profit, but yeah.
Order filled.
I don't like how that closed.
Yeah.
Probably gonna tap me out here.
It stopped me out at break-even, basically. This counter probably going to be the one that flip again because he still ain't got no wick on that bitch.
And test as well as YM did.
I might take one more on YM.
I would be willing to take one if we break above this 051 area. Because we did just try to go make a new high, and that shit failed too. So I want to see it at least go break
Order
to
filled.
the upside.
Yeah, that shit tap me in anyway.
You know, hopefully.
I'm only risk 1/5 on this, so it don't matter. There we go.
I'm gonna put a market
Nice
down
little
right
push.
here.
We took that high,
That
so
bitch immediately, nigga, that bitch immediately put me, as soon as I put the market buy order on.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully we get a strong push out of here. What is it doing on a higher time frame?
Yeah, this counter didn't have a wick, so it would have to go break this zone right here, which it kind of created some resistance and shit. If we can get above this, then it's good to keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna go break even for real. Just leave break even at this point. Let this bitch rock out.
Yeah, I want to see it just close up here, which it look like it's about 201 minutes, so that's a good look.
Mm-hmm. Then if this 1 minute keep pushing, I'll move my stops to the bottom of that zone. That way I can lock in some type of bread on the day or something, man. So it's not like a bullshit ass day, I guess. Nah, I won't say a bullshit day. I'm not really mad at it. I didn't lose any money for real today, so.
Can't complain.
I'm moving my stops,
If we get a solid
so.
push,
Yeah.
if we get a solid push, I'm gonna move my stops to below the wick of this candle. Just cause I ain't trying to get caught up in.
What's the name?
I ain't trying to get caught up in a fuck shit, brother. What would that be? 120? That ain't bad. What this is, 300. Yeah, I just need to see this bitch push out some. Oh, wait.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm gonna lock in some
Oh,
more
God.
profit on this. So I locked in 400. We
I'm
close to my
break-even.
TP though.
Good shit. I'm break even finally. So it's a risk-free trade. Hopefully we get a solid push up, and then shit, if we still in this bitch around when news drop, hopefully that bitch just send that bitch up. That's that hope talking.
I wanted to make this wick so I can move my stops to 500. It's gonna be right under this wick, so I did. My TP at 750, so I'm gonna get tapped out possibly.
Order filled.
Yeah, I got tapped out in profit, so $700 on the account for the day on that one.
Good shit, gang.
All right, so now the trading day is done. Kind of just want to go over a few things and talk about the session and my mindset and like why I did what I did, right? So basically, the first trade got stopped out of break even. Normally, that's where I would move my stops to a break even, which is around a 1-to-1. As you can see, NQ is definitely still fucking running, so that sucks, right? But I'm not mad about that at all. I'm not sure where exactly it was. I know like it was a long position, right? And I took it off the break, the boomerang of the 925 candle. So it was somewhere like up in here, something like that, because I added to the position as well. And then once we got like around here, we started approaching this zone or whatever. I went ahead and went break even because we had the momentum on our side. And also we was approaching the daily zone that I had marked up, which is like this big pink box. In my mind, I thought we would likely retest off this and then continue lower, but I wasn't surprised that we continue higher just because we took out a lot of liquidity to the downside, right? Just for me, like when I'm seeing momentum like that, I'm always gonna break even. So for anybody that has an issue with that, I don't know. That's just what it is, right? End up getting stopped out of break even. Wasn't mad at it or anything like that. I guess if I didn't go to break even, then I potentially would have still been in the trade. But at the same time, I've seen NQ do this so many times where you will be deep in profit and then it will reverse and completely go the other way. So what I mean is, right, even though this candle finished like this, right, and it got up. Wait, what candle is this? Yeah, because this is the 930 candle. So even though we got this big push up, right, to the upside, which actually I wasn't even on here. I was on. Let's go to the micros, because the micros is really what I was looking at, right, when I was taking this trade. So we got this big push up. I've seen plenty of times where price will come back down and then break to the downside and be like a big fake out, right? I'm also seeing that this 855 candle does not have a wick. So a lot of times if it's no wick and it's also inside the range that it was previously in, which this from this zone to this zone is inside the range. So it's inside the range. We like to come back, retest anywhere in here, or just completely fall down as a fake out or whatever. Basically, it's like inducement. So what happens is a lot of people see us going long in the market, a lot of retail traders, that is, they'll end up entering for the long position, and then the big banks or whoever will end up pushing price back down and then grab a lot of liquidity and then continue to the downside and fake people out. So anytime that I have a chance to go break even, especially if I see we have a lot of momentum, we're pushing to the upside, there's no reason for me to leave my stops in no reason for me to leave risk on the table, basically. So I'm going to move my stops break even. It just didn't go my way today. I got stopped out of break even. I'm completely fine with that. And then once I seen that, you see I have 3 accounts. So this first account got stopped out in profit at break even. Once that happened, I only took 1 trade on this account. It's going to register that I took, 2 trades, but that's just because I added into the position. Once I seen the trade was going in my favor. What ended up happening when I did was, once I seen that I got tapped out of that trade, I've been trying to work on like lowering my trade frequency, basically. So I want to not take as many trades, because the lower or the less that you're in the market, the more money you will make. And that's just some part of my game that I've been trying to work on to better myself or whatever, right? And I hear people talk about it. And then also people have been like leaving comments and whatnot saying that, you got to like work on that or whatever. So I do hear that from time to time, and like I'm open to critique or whatever, right? So it just was one of the moments where I'm like, you know what, let me just really work on that part of my game and not take as many trades. If I get stopped out, then cool, I'll just come back tomorrow. More times than not, I'm going to win a trade that I take, so I'm fine with that. So once that trade got stopped out, I went ahead and locked that account specifically, right? I do still have the 2 other accounts which I'm willing to take another trade on because it's a combine. Now, had this been express accounts or like maybe like a personal account, then it's like, all right, that 1 trade, it's time to stop at the most 2 trades and like be done for the day. However, these are combines and I don't really care about combines. I'm also trying to pass the combines this week, so I need to be more aggressive, but at the same time, I can do that in a smart way. So what happened is I end up risk mitigating, and I took 1 account off and locked it, and then I went and copy traded the 2 accounts. The second account did get stopped out for a loss whenever I went to YM. It was somewhere on the pullback. I seen that we didn't have a wick on this 5-minute candle, or this, it was a 5-minute candle. Yeah, I think, right? Yeah, it was 5-minute candle as well. It didn't have a wick on this candle. And when I seen that, I figured that we would come down, retest off this hour level. We also have the 13 EMA we could use as a rejection, and we would push price up. However, my stop's a little too tight. I got stopped out on that trade, and I was like, all right, cool. Did I take another? I think I took another trade on there, and I got stopped out at break even. Yeah, so once I got stopped out for that loss, I was like, all right, cool. I'll look for another position. And then if I get to either win that position or I get stopped out of that one, then I'll be done with that account. End up getting stopped out in profit basically at break even on that account. And what I went ahead and did was lock that account and then look to take 1 more trade on the other account, which is the account that I did lock the win in on. It was basically the same concept, didn't really switch anything up. Once I seen that we came back down to retest this level, I think one of the candles didn't have a wick again or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. Or yeah, this candle still didn't have a wick. So I was still targeting this candle because we did not have a wick. And I also see that we have some resistance right here. So I mean, either we go grab this wick and then we come back down, or we grab this wick and then we break out again, which we broke out again, being this counter right here, as you can see. And we had a great breakout. I got stopped. My take profit was somewhere up in this level. I'm not sure exactly where I had it set, but I just had to take profit set. I didn't have like a really good reason as to where I was setting it, outside of the fact that if I looked on the 15-minute and I looked left, I think we had like some gaps or something like that I was seeing, right? So no, I think it was a 5-minute I was looking at, right? Yeah, it was a 5-minute zone that I was looking at. I seen that we had this gap right here, that up to this point that hadn't been filled. And so I was like, all right, I'll just have my stop somewhere in the middle. Likely we'll come fill in some of this at least, and then we'll either keep going or we'll reverse. Either way, I'm cool with the profit that I'm making, because I think I was only risking like 150 on that trade or 120 or something like that. And then that was it for me, right? So that basically was it. I took the same trade again, and I would do that again and again because I've made plenty of money taking trades like that. Some I do want to say though is that you have to be confident in the trades that you're taking. These same setups are the same setups that I take every single day that I will continue to take. There's nobody who's going to change my mind on the setups that I'll take because I know that I can win with those trades. I won plenty of trades. I've made money trading. With payouts and everything like that, just simply based off me taking either the 13 EMA rejection or just a simple breakout. The only thing that I said that I did bad today probably was the fact that I could have. I'm not even gonna say with the whole moving the stops or whatever, right? Just I normally move my stops there. It just happened to stop me out, so I can't say that. However, I guess I was a little more cautious to take another trade, even though we was breaking through areas where I would look to take a long position. When we was breaking through resistance levels, the hourly and the 5 minute on YM, or not YM, but on NQ. But I didn't take those trades. I kind of just wanted to be cautious. So I'm actually, in a way, that's actually a good thing, really, because I was being patient. So I'm happy with that. And I ended up taking the trade that I needed to take to end up getting a win, making $700 on the account today. So yeah, it was overall a good Monday for me. I'm not really mad at it at all. We're just going to see if we can keep this momentum going for the rest of the week and get these accounts passed currently. The first one is sitting at 1,500. The second one is sitting at 682. And then now this third one is sitting at 1,100. So hopefully we come in the next 2 or 3 days, we get some big wins, and then we go ahead and get it done. If I can run down like $500 to $700 over the next like 3 days, then one of them will definitely be passed. And then this one potentially could be passed depending on how much I make, right? But outside of that, man, that's really all I got for this Monday, man. And I hope y'all had a good trading session. Until next time, on A Better Living.